Welcome back to Budget Bosses. My name is Gustavo, and do you want to elevate your next big game day? Well, I got the answer for you right here. Today, we're gonna be making a 3-chip dip trio that's gonna be sure to blow everyone's minds away and keep them satisfied while watching the next football game. So, without further ado, make sure you guys like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, and you hit that notification bell so that way you know every time that we drop a new video. Let's get to it. I'm sourcing all my ingredients from the one and only Save More, Live Better, Walmart.
So the couple of things that we're going to be grabbing today is a bunch of green onions, some chopped mushrooms, some jalapenos, some potato chips, sour cream, cheddar cheese, Parmesan cheese, mozzarella cheese. Then you're gonna wanna get 5 blocks of cream cheese, 8 ounces each block, mini pepperonis. You're gonna wanna grab some light ranch. Want to grab some Frank's Red Hot sauce. You're going to want to grab some pizza sauce or some tomato sauce. Tortilla chips. Right here we got 2 Joseph's original pita breads. We're going to be using these in the ingredients.
All right, guys, so the first dip that I'm gonna be making today is a buffalo chicken ranch dip on the Pit Boss cast iron. So I got myself a rotisserie chicken. Me personally, I got lemon pepper flavored because I like lemon pepper, and I think it'll add really well to the mixture. So let's get to pulling apart this bird.
But I make sure that I try to really break it down, get it nice and shredded, so that way when I start putting my other ingredients in there, there's no bigger chunks of chicken. So, and I just use my hands to shred it up. I put on my Pit Boss disposable gloves. And then I add 1 cup of ranch. I'll add 1 cup of Frank's Red Hot sauce. Then I'm gonna mix around the hot sauce, ranch, and chicken so it's nice and evenly coated. Then I'll add our Pit Boss maple chipotle rub. Then I will mix it around. So I add my mild cheddar cheese to it. The sharper the cheddar, the less it will melt. After adding my cheese, I will then add my 2 blocks of cream cheese. And then we'll do a nice mixture of that as well. Make sure it's all even. You don't want to have one part with more chicken or one part with more cheese. We want to have a nice even texture throughout. Once we get that even texture, we're going to oil up our Pit Boss cast iron. And then we're gonna put our mix into the cast iron. And then we're just gonna shape it nice and even.
So now that I got the buffalo chicken dip put together and I got the cheese on top, I made sure to add a little bit of maple chipotle rub from our Pit Boss line. Now let's put it in the smoker. Today, I'm gonna be using the Austin XL Onyx Edition. This is a Walmart exclusive. So, I preheat it to 350 degrees. Once it gets to that temperature, then I place my dip in the cast iron into the smoker. And then I close it up just like this. Notice I put it on the far left side. This is the cooler side of the grill. I'm gonna put it on this side so that way I have some more time to make my other dips. So now, let's get into the next one. And that's gonna be our pizza dip. This one's super simple, even less steps than the last one. So we're gonna be using 2 8-ounce blocks of cream cheese,
2 cups of mozzarella, 6 ounces of Parmesan cheese, mini pepperonis.
I also grabbed 2 different types of sauces. I grabbed a 3 cheese sauce, and then I grabbed a basil garlic tomato sauce. Usually this recipe calls for 1 can of sauce, so I'm gonna just split these down the middle, so that way we get a combination of flavors.
Right, then after adding my tomato sauce, I add 1 layer of Parmesan cheese. After I add that layer of Parmesan cheese, I am actually going to add some Pit Boss GSP seasoning. And then I'm going to add my layer of mozzarella cheese. And when it comes to this pizza dip, I'm really looking for flavor. I want it to feel like you're eating, an actual pizza. So I'm gonna add more Parmesan before we get into our other toppings. I'm also gonna add some spicy Italian seasoning, which is also what we're gonna be using on the pita bread for this. And then I'm gonna put in our chopped mushroom and our mini pepperonis.
All right, budget bosses, so now that I got this pizza dip prepared and I chopped up the pita, made sure to put some oil on them and some spicy Italian, now we're ready to throw the dip into the oven. All right, so now that we got the pizza dip into the smoker, now we're gonna start on our loaded baked potato dip. This one is to absolutely die for, okay? So to get started, I got myself 6 pieces of bacon. We're not gonna chop them up before we put them into the smoker. We're actually gonna make these crispy with the smoker first. So let's get these in there.
After I cook the bacon, I chop it up into small bits. And then once it's put into small bits, I will put a mixture of 8 ounces of sour cream, 1 8-ounce block of cream cheese, 6 cooked slices of bacon, 2 cups of shredded cheddar, and a couple of green onions. I put that all in the mix. Now it looks like it's not as much, but this actually stretches a lot further because of the sour cream. Then we're gonna add some competition rub from Pit Boss and then add our cheese. We're gonna cook these on 350 for about 10 to 15 minutes.
All right, so now that we prepped our loaded baked potato dip, let's get into the smoke. So let's try out these dips. First, let's go with the chicken buffalo ranch dip. This one is awesome, has just the right amount of cheese and the best amount of kick to it. So if you want something spicy yet savory and delicious, try this buffalo chicken dip. Let's try out our pizza dip. Look at the cheese pull on that, guys. Can't beat that. You only get that type of cheese pool with mozzarella cheese. Tastes exactly like a pizza, especially when you smoke the pita chips, put some spicy Italian seasoning on it. It's like the cherry on top. Let's get into the last dip, which is our loaded baked potato. This one has bacon, this one has green onions, and I topped it off with some sour cream. Look at that. I absolutely love this baked potato dip because it tastes exactly like a baked potato. It has bacon in it, has green onions, it has sour cream, it has the right seasoning on it, especially when you use wavy potato chips. That's just what makes it taste like a potato. So make sure you guys try all 3 of these recipes for your big game day, whether you're hosting, whether it's just you and your family, or if you're going out and trying to impress somebody for a potluck. So make sure you guys like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you know every single time Budget Bosses is dropping a new video. All right? Well, until next time, always remember, everyone's got to eat.